I think it's really important to be consuming content that is really inspirational, not just stuff that's mind-numbing. I do my fair share of that too, but I get really excited when I find somebody who I'm just interested in what they're doing. And to be honest, I think everyone on this list, it starts off with like jealousy. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I not do that? Why am I not doing that? What the heck? And the older I've gotten, the more I've been able to be like, okay, don't get mad, don't get jealous. Just appreciate them for who they are, and then let that inspire me to, you know, find who I am as well. And that's something that I'm hoping to do here on YouTube, is to be creative, to be different, and to hopefully at some point someday maybe be inspirational to other people as well. That being said, let's talk about people who I think are the most influential people to me right now. September 2021. Okay, so first off, this one is definitely #1 right now, Beau Miles. Beau Miles is this guy in Australia. He is a YouTuber. He works at a university, I believe. He does a bunch of different stuff. The first thing that I stumbled across from him was a video that he made where he kayaked around the south tip of Africa, and he didn't even finish all of it. He did about a little more than half of it, which was in itself a feat, but he filmed the whole thing and he made a movie about it. I don't know, when you start watching him, you'll know what I mean, but he has this kind of a charm about him where he just looks at life so simply, and he just lives in the moment really, really well when he's doing his adventers. So yeah, since then he's also made some other videos. He has a YouTube channel. Here, let's check out his YouTube channel. I mean, how many videos is he? Like, yeah, he only has, like, these are all his videos. Like, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's only got about 30 videos on YouTube. So yeah, the first one I watched, it was this one right here, Africa by Kayak. And then since then, he's just been doing a lot more simple and like small projects, and it's actually what really inspired me to make the video that I'm producing, that will hopefully be out in the next week or so, where I walked from Sacramento to Davis. He's done similar things where he's walked his commute to work. Here it is, a 90K walking to work commute. So yeah, he just made a video of him walking to work. He made a video of him running 1 mile an hour, and in between that doing like little like activities and stuff. Even though he's done some like big, crazy, cool stuff, he's also just trying to be creative about the things that are just around him, and using that for inspiration for him to make content and for him to challenge himself and to grow. He made one video where for 40 days he just ate beans. I mean, it was like a really good video. Anyways, this guy's Beau Miles. Check him out. He is super awesome. Like, he's so cool. Plus, he's a redhead, which is always bonus points. All right, so moving on from Mr. Beau Miles, we're gonna actually go to another Beau. This one you probably have heard of. Again, another YouTuber. This is Burnham. Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham came out with a Netflix special earlier this year. I hope you've seen it. It is amazing. It's called Inside, where he's created a whole special where he's done songs and all these just creative skits with just one camera in his room. It's super topical about the pandemic, about just his feelings and his mindset. And it is, for any content creator, it is such an inspirational thing to see how creative someone got just with just so little. It's kind of the theme of a lot of these people that I'm inspired by, like Beau Miles just walking to work eating beans, Bo Burnham just in his room with his camera, you know, doing that, but also making it interesting and learning how to tell that story, like a story through the most simplest things. That's really what I want to try and get better at. So it's been really, this special was insanely inspirational, and if you haven't seen it, please go see it. Okay, number 3, Pewdiepie. All right, so this is one of those ones where when you mention it, I'm sure a lot of people maybe already have a lot of feelings about it. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, where it's like this huge thing, everyone, you know, knows about it. A bunch of people love it, a bunch of people hate it. Some people are just never gonna watch it. That's kind of how I see PewDiePie. I mean, he's like, he's the biggest, you know, single YouTuber in the world. And he's silly and kind of acts kind of dumb, and some people maybe don't get that. But if you watch his content, you will understand why he's the biggest YouTuber in the world, because he's actually really, really, really good at what he does. Kind of like Game of Thrones. It's like Game of Thrones. Like, it's actually really good. Whether you like the ending or not, it's actually a really good show. One of the most inspirational things, at least for me, about PewDiePie is the fact that he's made mistakes. He has so much content out there that obviously some of it, I was gonna say a lot of it, but some of it has, upset people, has been offensive. He's made big mistakes. And he's gotten past them, though. He's owned up to them. He's really laid a map, for how someone should go forward when they do make mistakes. Not just on YouTube, but I think just in life in general, with being, admitting when you're wrong and moving forward from that and not letting that define who you are. Yeah, all right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so Mathew Dicks. Okay, this guy, so if PewDiePie is the biggest YouTuber, this guy's definitely not. Not to say that he's not big. Look, he has a TED Talk right here. This guy's really awesome. He is just a storyteller. He just tells stories. I found him on a podcast I just searched like storytelling, because that's something I'm trying to get better at. So I listened to him on someone's podcast, and he talked about just the process of how to tell stories, how to tell your story, and then he told some of his own stories. And since then I've looked at his podcast and I've listened to him tell some more stories, and he's really good at it. So if you're looking to learn how to tell good stories and just the structure of how that works and how you can be some actionable ways for how you can do that, this is the guy. So he has something called Homework for Life. It's like a course where you kind of learn how to tell stories, and then every single day you try and write a small story about something that happened that day. So it's about looking at something simple, maybe mundane, and learning how to turn that into a story. And as you can see with Beau Miles and Burnham, they're just very simple, and even PewDiePie, someone that's just in the room. They're people that are masters at telling stories and making up stories with so little resources. So this guy, I think, is really inspirational for me, because he kind of is teaching that process, at least in a way that I can comprehend, that I hope that can get me to a place where I can better tell my stories. So Mathew Dicks, really, really awesome guy. Check him out. The last thing that has been really inspirational for me lately, this one's awesome, you guys are gonna like this, has been Lofi Girl. I consume a lot of content, a lot of podcasts and YouTube videos. If you don't know what Lofi Girl is, it is none of those things. It's just lo-fi music to this young girl studying with her cat by this window. That's it, and it's live streaming on YouTube at all times. It is so awesome. So a lot of the times, like I said, I just kind of get overwhelmed with content sometimes. So if I maybe still want to have my headphones on, if I want to, be having something on, this is my go-to. This is just like a key element of inspiration to me, because it gives me that space to be able to breathe and create and to think. There's a lot of different lo-fi streams like this, where they're just doing little simple mundane tasks, where they're just throwing a ball back, or they're at the cat, they're sleeping, they're cuddled up by a fire. I don't know what it is. It's like this cross of just nostalgia of thinking back at a better time when you're younger, or just imagining what that would be like to have a simple, calm life where you're just sitting there with your cat, no worries, just have school, no work. Man, yeah, I don't know. There's something mesmerizing about it. Really cool. Lofi Girl is awesome. All right, so that is it. That is what has been inspiring me lately. And if you've noticed, all of these things are on YouTube, and that's why I'm on YouTube, because I just really believe in this platform. I really believe in being able to just communicate and to tell your story and to connect with people everywhere in the whole world. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know. I would love to know, first off, are any of these people inspirational to you? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know. But I would really, really like to know, who has been inspiring you lately. I'd love for you to drop something in the comments, a link for me to go check that out. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and and please remember to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.